Winter has always been a time for gathering in the longhouse and sharing information around the fire. This is our contribution to that tradition.
Hello, I'm Evan from Hill People Gear. I'm going to talk today about what I carry in my day pack. I have small, light day packs that I'll use for just a walk with the kids or something. But this is my, I can go all day, I can go overnight if need be. Kind of what we call the level 2 pack. Now, in my case, I carry the Umlindi. I've tried other heavy day packs, but I always come back to the Umlindi. I've been carrying some version of this since, well, I started out carrying a fire pack, which was a large belted lumbar like this, and then after that I started making versions of this, and so I've been carrying something like this since before Hill People Gear existed. But as far as what we sell now, what I use now, it's an Umlindi with a Pal's pocket on the back. And I also use the Recon. The Prairie Belt will help the Umlindi stay up more, but for this size and weight of a pack, I just kind of prefer the Recon belt. You do have to bend the stays a little bit more, at least I do. I put a more pronounced lumbar curve into my Umlindi stays to use with the Recon belt than I do with the Prairie Belt. As far as what's on the belt, I don't like this configuration on like the Ute or the Kuya, but on the Umlindi, I really like the dual 3-ounce bottle holsters right next to the pack. That's my ready-to-go water. And then outboard of that on the other side is one of our medium GPs. I like that. I can carry a couple 20-round AR mags. I can carry a pistol mag or two. I can put snacks in there. I've tried different versions, like maybe a mag pouch or more organized stuff, but for me that medium GP out there is really just kind of the right choice for a variety of uses. It's easy to drop something different in if I got a different kind of trip I'm going on. And then matched on this side is a holster for my pistol. I'm to the point now where I carry too much camera gear in my kit bag to even fit a pistol in. Plus, unlike when we first got started, I'm back home in the Rockies where in western Colorado, where carrying a pistol exposed is not that big of a deal. Because I live in the desert, I've got dual Nalgene silos. That's a 1.5 quart each. So between those and the bottles that I'm carrying here, I got a little over a gallon. If I was strictly in the mountains where I'm next to a stream or water's easy to get, I wouldn't need to carry nearly so much, but it's nice to grab it and know that I've got a day's worth of water regardless. So, toilet paper here, easily accessed on the outer zipper. And then once we move inside of the Pal's pocket, oh, I should mention I have one of the nesting cups on the bottom of one of these Nalgenes for heating water in. And then I also carry a little mesh screen that I cut out of a dog crate door, an old scrap dog crate, for cooking over a fire. So my plan for this for heating is over the fire. In the winter, sometimes I'll add an actual stove. Also in the winter, I'll add micro spikes. I might have snowshoes strapped on the outside of this. It just kind of depends, but in the winter I do add more ability to heat food or water. But for a lighter load for the summertime, the idea that I'm going to start a fire if I really need to warm something up is a fine thing. Alright, so I've got my gaiters here, which I like for rain regardless of the season. Little bit of sunscreen, which I rarely use because, as you can see, full coverage clothing with a full coverage hat. I used to just carry purification tabs because I had enough water that I wasn't really going to rehydrate, but my wife really likes water freshly drawn from a stream when we're hiking, so I'm carrying my filter. This is a good robust first aid kit in here. Then I have some food. Again, if I need to overnight, it's nice to have a little bit of food. And then I carry one of these Gerber slide out saws. I do have a nice Silky in about this same size, but I carry it backpacking. But for the weight, I think this is 3 ounces. This is a heck of a cutting tool. Between that and baton, and you can process firewood pretty doggone well. Inside of the pack, we're not going to find a whole lot more. First of all, the wind cheater. Depending upon how cold it is in the morning, time of year, this may be on me instead of on top of the pack, but either way, I'm going to have the wind cheater with me. Mountain serape. This is the large size, not the backpacker serape. For backpacking, I prefer the backpacker, but with this, if I'm actually going to bivouac in it, this provides more coverage. And the other thing is, my whole system is set up with the idea that I can take care of more than one person. So this is a blanket for two, and that extra size, if you're sheltering two people, is a nice thing. Then I carry a pair of overgloves for extra warmth. As you can see, I've always got my kit bag, so I've got gloves. Usually in the summer I don't carry these. That's a wintertime ad, but they're still in here from the winter. Then in a Ziploc bag I have a spare pair of socks and a spare pair of liner gloves for if I get soaked and need to warm up, dry out. And then a spare base layer on top, same exact reason. If you get out, you get extended, you're cold, and you have to bivouac overnight, get the wet stuff off, have some dry stuff to put on. And then finally, for raincoat / shelter, this is an Outdoor Research wilderness cover. Why I like it is that it's essentially a really long raincoat that can turn into a bivouac sack, but you can also unzip it and then it's like a full-size rain sheet. So just like the Mountain Serape, I have the option to fully enclose my body for bivouacking, or I can open both up and cover more than one person. So that's my full setup. I try other things, I add other things, I try other bags, but I always end up coming back to exactly this same setup.